It is the first day of homeschooling. I'm here with these little ones.
Huh? Other animals live here too. There's an ant.
So cute. Look at the acorns. Then I'm going to give you guys a little rundown of some of my plans for the homeschool year, show you the curriculum that I'm using. Hey fam, Sarah here. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm a homeschool mom of 5. I have homeschooled. I have older kids. I have some that have finished high school, and then I have one still in high school, and then I'm now on to homeschooling littles again. Yeah, I know. Call me crazy. Anyways, welcome back to another homeschool year. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys along and showing you guys kind of what we did on the first day of school, because by the time I'm filming this is like basically entering week 2 of homeschool life. So I've been filming snippets, but I haven't fully committed to like making a whole video yet. So I'm just basically gonna kind of explain some of what's happening, take you guys along on the first day of homeschool to show you what we did to kind of, you know, gently ease back into homeschooling. Then I'm gonna give you guys a little rundown of some of my plans for the homeschool year, show you the curriculum that I'm using. Yeah, just touching base real quick. I know some people have been back in school since August. That's very interesting. I'm very happy for our September schedule, meaning we get out at the end of June and start in September. I really like that schedule, so I'm very thankful to be sticking with that one. I really enjoy that schedule because it very much kind of just aligns really well with just us and the things that we do, along with our weather. It's better for us to start back in fall because we're more like homebodies, and although we like to get out and do stuff in outside in nature, we just want to enjoy the summer while it's here, and then yeah, spend the fall getting back into school. Let me know down below if you guys agree, and just maybe what the schedule is for you guys, where you're at, when do you end homeschooling and when do you begin. But anyways, I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this video. Welcome back into homeschool year, and I just pray that you are ready. You can't ever really be ready, but mental wise, just be prepared to just give your kids the best. That's all you can do. You're not gonna always, it's not gonna be perfect, and I'm sure you'll have moments along the way, but you know, just take it one step at a time. I just want to share those kinds of tips and tricks with you guys along the way because I've already gone through it with older kids, so now I'm doing it again with little kids, and I feel like, I don't know, I don't want to get too much into it in this video, but we'll touch base on that furthermore in others. Hey fam, Sarah here. Welcome back to our channel. It is the first day of homeschooling. I'm here with these little ones trying to find snacks. You trying to find snacks? We are out for a little stroll, then we're gonna go home and start doing a little bit of homeschool work, but we're kind of diving into homeschooling a little, you know, gently this season. We're not diving in. It's just week 1. Anyways, you gonna carry this? You almost done? We're just having a quick little snack. Before we go for a quick little stroll and just go for a nice little walk at the park. It's getting hot up here, so we gotta hurry before it gets way too hot. And then we'll go back. You wanna go to this part? Let's try to see them at the other end. Oh! Come on! You guys are coming? Come on!
Come on! Whoa!
want to climb up? Because Ivy wants to climb up this little post. Go ahead. Oh, you got it. Good job. You did it. How about both of you on one? It's interesting. You gotta go. He said this is interesting. Be careful.
You don't need to push me, Daddy.
Look. Look at girl. First day of homeschooling, we encountered a bee hotel.
Mom, can I wear Sally's hat?
Look at the acorns. Oh, look. It's the brown one that the squirrels can eat. You can bring it home and give it to the squirrels in our backyard.
Yeah, can I?
Hold on, we're walking. I just want to film something for a second. We're out for a little mini stroll. Ooh, what is that? Don't walk in the water. Don't step in the water.
I win.
It's so beautiful and it's nice and cool inside here. It's actually a pretty hot day out and I'm wearing the wrong attire because outside of the shade in the nice woods, it's really hot out there. So we've been doing the best we can to kind of walk in sun and so kind of walk in shade whenever we can, and in here is really nice. Just gonna do a quick little walk for half hour and make our way back to the vehicle and get home. So guys, while it's been a really chill homeschool day in the life so far, we've gently returned back into homeschool like I mentioned. When we returned home, we still decided to dabble in our math and our English because we know with these two subjects it is easy to fall behind. So for us, we definitely want to keep up with it. And for days where if we miss it for any reason, we definitely like to double up the next few days just because they're easy subjects to fall behind in and I don't like that. So we were doing math and honestly my kids love it as well, so it just makes it really easy to continue to just go through it every day. That way they just kind of keep up with it and they don't fall behind and they still have the same kind of love towards it. So as for my son, we ended up playing this new game that I got him. It is a spelling game because spelling is his absolute favorite pastime. He is a really good speller for age 3, and so that's what we did. And before that he was just busy doing a puzzle and just kind of free playing in the background as I worked with his sister. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what he did, and this is just a game. I'll put the link to this in the description box below.
Daddy, you did it.
Daddy, you did it. Okay, so go ahead.
Oh.
Oh, no. Spell box.
B. O.
Okay, good job. Can we settle down? So this is what the box looked like, and should we flip it over to see? Is it right? Let me see. Is it correct? High five.
B.
Yep.
O. X.
Box. Good job. So just to give you guys a quick glimpse of just some of the curriculum that we're using for this year, Zoe just finished up her work well, she's not done, but she just finished up some of her language arts. And this year, the language arts that we're actually choosing to use is from The Good and the Beautiful Language Arts Level 1 course book. We're actually continuing this from last year because we started it midway. If you guys are not aware, if you haven't seen any of our other homeschool videos, I explained that I kind of we used various tools in the past, various curriculums. We did some all-in-one online for the older kids as they got older, but then along the way we just kind of built some of our curriculum ourselves using just like Singapore math, the Canadian curriculum. We did some IXL. We just used various different curriculums that I put together myself, and that was actually really good. But I don't know, now that I'm like homeschooling littles all over again, I wanted to try something different. So that's why I am venturing off into different territory. And I really had a good time last year using the curriculums that I have. So this year I'm using a little bit of everything. I'm using some Good and the Beautiful, and I'm also going to be using Sunlight History, World History as well, which I'm going to show you. This is the curriculum that we're currently using for literature. I really love it because everything is just like laid out so easy. It is so easy to follow, and I just love the structure of it. And then I'm also using their math, the Good and the Beautiful math, as well as their handwriting. So I'm going to be sticking with that this year. For science, I haven't technically fully decided. We still had a little segment in Field and Flowers to wrap up, so we're wrapping that up. That's the parent guide, and then this is the big book of science. I actually really enjoyed that. I felt like with the age group that she's at, it was very good for just doing just making it really fun, science really fun and enjoyable. And I was able to do it with my 3-year-old side by side as well when he was ready and willing to sit down. Not all the time, but there are many times that the lessons were so intriguing because it's talking about nature, it's talking about animals and insects and all types of things that very much intrigue like a 3-year-old. So that was really good too. He got to learn alongside her. I feel like I'm not completely prepared this year just because I knew that I had a couple things to wrap up. We had a little segment in our Bible last year. We just kind of went through this for our devotion, and while we could kind of go through it again, I am currently in search of a little I think devotions. But then in the history with Sunlight, it did come with the ology, which is like deep truth simply told, and it's basically like little Christian stories, right? So I really kind of I'm trying to explore that a little bit to see if this is suitable for devotion daily, even though I found it to be a little bit longer. It'll be like this: Jesus sends his disciples on a mission. So I do like that, and that's what I was kind of thinking I would just lean into. Yeah, decisions. I got Gabrielle over here helping me. I kind of packed this up and didn't fully come back to it yet. I was trying to organize it because it came with some sheets that were kind of needing to be put in here. So she's currently kind of setting that up for me. Yeah, so there's a lot of books that came with the Sunlight, like history and Bible literature. History, like I said, history 1 and 2. Books like Nate the Great. It's interesting because I actually bought this book and it came with this curriculum as well. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there's a lot of great books in the mix. There's a lot of great books and I have a lot of material. So we'll see. I'm going to take it in strides because it doesn't all have to happen. As much as I want to stay on track this whole school year, I know that Rome wasn't built in one day, and some days you can do a little bit more and some days you can do a little bit less, give or take your schedule and your plan. So I'm just trying to get the gist of how it's week 1, and week 1 for us with homeschooling, sometimes we start a little bit later. We usually ease into homeschooling a little bit slower in the sense that we start week 2 the second week. We've been known to do that, but for the most part, because of my personality type, I generally like to stay on track and just kind of, you know, I'm trying to break out of the cycle of school, out of like public school, and realize like I am homeschooling. I can do it at my own pace. I can start when I need to and when I want to. However, I still do want to go with the flow and just make it make sense for me. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. You guys, it is, yeah. This is the Sunlight curriculum that I'm going to be using. It does have this big binder. That's the only thing. I'm like, it's a little bit big, but it's Intro to World History, and I love that it comes with lots of materials. Most importantly, I love the structure. It does come with structure. I did choose the 4-day structure. Fridays for us is usually like a free day. Free day in the sense that we do a lot more like fun learning, whether it's going to places and meeting up with friends, or whether it's just fun learning at home where it's incorporated in games. I have lots of fun games and activities that I always have at hand. So yeah, we can play stuff like this. This is more for my little one, my 3-year-old. He's a great speller, and I would actually say this is actually he's way more advanced than this, because he more so uses it to spell his own words like operation and Minecraft, things that he's interested in. But I'll sit with him. I'll still sit down with him and we'll kind of go through and use it the right way. We incorporate fun learning games like bananagrams, and we have lots of puzzles. And then we also have things like just fun learning books that they can read. My daughter loves horrible histories and horrible geographies and stuff like that. Love things of that kind. And then I'm not sure if I shared this with you guys last year, but another fun game that we really love is this shopping list game, and it's really fun. It's basically, you got, let me show you the back of it. The back explains itself. You've got like a bunch of cards, shopping carts or baskets, and basically you have a list and you need to kind of shop for the things off your list. It's just really good and really fun for little kids. They really enjoy it because it's like, oh, we're going grocery shopping. So that's a fun one. My older kids love that game when they were younger, which is why we end up picking it back up for this year. And then we have this game, and it's basically a fun little match game. You flip over each of these things, and yeah, and then there's a whole bunch. You can switch them up because there's a whole bunch. It can be numbers, pictures of animals, pictures of shapes, just different, they're just different options. So yeah, we utilize a lot of fun things on Fridays. It's like art day, craft day, just any of the things that we can still do throughout the week, but just more so just a lot of fun, Play-Doh fun, all the things that just take up a lot of time and makes a lot of mess. As I proceed to read through my Sunlight little intro there, they said the same thing. You know how I was mentioning that the binder appeared just like so big and bulky, and they're like, you might want to condense it down like a month's worth, I guess, down to into a smaller binder just to keep working, because I guess it comes with a giant binder because you can just add all the history curriculums to it as you're going through, which is really good. It's like, it's all in one place, and there's lots of room for it to, your curriculum to kind of grow. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. I need to go out to the stores today, and I'm going to be condensing. I'm basically going to be condensing this material down from this binder to another one. That's going to be pretty much it for this video, I think. I do have a little bit of homeschooling to wrap up, but this isn't like a day in the life per se. It is and it isn't. It's more like the day in the life of a homeschool mom versus a day in the life of a homeschool mom. Okay, I don't know what I was trying to say there, but it's more so just kind of showing you what like a homeschool's mom prep, at least I should focus on saying my prep kind of looks like. And a lot of times it's ideal to think this is going to be all done before school starts, which it usually is, but yeah, this year things were just like, oh, busy. So I just kind of started as I was going along, but we started off strong already, and we're already ahead, with the exception of incorporating our history, which we already started. I know that we kind of already started a little bit, so we're ahead of the game, because I started last year thinking I was gonna really focus on it last year, but I didn't. I knew that it was more so for this year, because Zoe this year will be the right age for it. She's gonna be 7 come December, and this particular curriculum is for ages 7 to 9. So I had time. That's why I wasn't in no rush, and I'm very excited, because one of the beauty in homeschooling is that as you're teaching your kids, you're learning too. I think like I don't know, I love that. So I'm really interested in learning world history while my high schoolers who were at home for grade 9 touch base on it a little bit. I didn't get to dive in as much, so I'm very excited to kind of dive in while homeschooling littles, because when we were in public school, we did not have like world history. And maybe, I'm not sure if it's there now. I think it is there now, but it's more of an option. It's not like a prerequisite, like you have to take that course. While I'm incorporating it in ours, and there's just like so much knowledge built around that, and just so much to learn surrounding this like world history, understanding what's happened and how, and it's crazy and exciting, and I'm very, 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 very thrilled. I think I'm just gonna wrap up this video now, and if you guys want to see a day in the life of us homeschooling, which I guess it won't look like chaos, I'm sorry, it just felt like a little bit of a chaotic day. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us on our little field trip on our first day out as well. Just remember, with homeschooling, take it one day at a time, and yeah, organization is very important too. As the more we organize ourselves, the easier it will be for us too. But you know, you live and you learn, and just take it in stride. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video and its candidness and rawness, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye y'all.